Things that make us go.
All right, we're at a car show here in downtown Green Bay, Wisconsin. Cars and guitars. You know it's a good show when their sign looks like it's been already run over. So let's see what we find here. A lot of nice Corvettes and shit. Now this is sweet. Mercury Cougar.
Still in the same location. Freedom.
Best type of Cougar you could want. It's even got T-tops. Check these out. Sweet. Chrome line T-tops. Old chrome trim. Cat on the side. Spoke rims. Fucking sweet. And if you sit in the car or even put your head in there, it has that old car smell that you only find in like 60s and 70s cars. Old and classic, new and Ferrari-ish. It's like Corvette row here. I started two extremes there. I do like the new ones. I fucking hate the style. The flat back end. Terrible. All of these are Corvettes here. It's like Corvette Central. So, if you like Corvettes, this is definitely the show to go to. If you're a Corvette owner, bring your car to the show. That's sweet. Bet you the hobbles are for when the roof leaks. Because you know these things ain't waterproof. And no, it's original paint, but you can see it's splotchy in areas. At least they have a proper bonnet. Make British people happy. Having the trunk, the hood open that way helps keep it closed when the hood latch breaks.
We don't shop at Lowe's.
Had that happen in a car, well, one of my friend's cars. Hood latch broke when we were driving at speed. Talk about instantly cutting your view down to zero. Let's see what we got on this side now. Here's where I like. This year's. I love the sweeping lines. 78's not my most favorite year. But I do like that it still has the fender sweeps. Yeah, it's not a Corvette, but it is green and convertible and has my favorite thing to put on a sports car. It has a terrible luggage rack. I want a better one. I'll show you the one that I want. No. Here's a Stingray. Sharp point. Pop-up headlights. Not a big fan of the color. T-tops. Seatbelts come through the back of the seat. Automatics like most Corvettes. They are made for ease of driving. But right here, look at that beautiful rack. Love me a tight rack. Yes, that's a 72. Where they messed up is they should have put a luggage rack on their model also. But yeah, when I said there's a lot of Corvettes here, I was not kidding. For a tiny show in Green Bay, I haven't seen this many vets. We got drivables all the way down here. It looks like someone has a racer designed. We got a real spoiler and carbon fiber. Front air. Wonder how much weight they really save with all the carbon fiber parts. That's a brilliant device for car shows. How is that connected in? An actual spoiler that works.
Saturday, August 28th. 50th wedding anniversary. I think the wife will let me go to a party.
All right. All the way to more originals again. Well, let's see what we find at the rest of the show. Bet you there's another Corvette section. And it's always a show favorite. I like the spoke rims, real rims, out engine. Paint's actually nice. I don't know if it'll show up in here, but that is extreme in the sunlight. Leg burners on the bottom. Center console. One of my friends has a Cadillac obsession, and so I have to photograph every Cadillac I can find for him that's a little bit unusual or different, because he keeps wanting to buy new ones, and I keep telling him that old Cadillacs are way the fuck better than new ones. For the price of a new one, you can get an old one that's classic, fix it up, put so many eagle beaks in it. That's a Futurama reference if you didn't know. Oh wait, over here is another one. Let's go to that. 4-door. Rag top. Ugly brown. Big ass dice. That's what you need. And it does have the gold end though. American flag stick to the side. If I had money and garage space, I would have something like this. It's fucking awesome. I just love tiny sports cars. No matter who makes it, which model. I mean, some are better, but the Opel.
Stuck my head in there like, oh my god, it's so
Poor man's Corvette.
It did.
Spitfire. Little underpowered engine, but it has a nice rack. So, not that the car is that unique. You see these everywhere. And here's the engine. But in this sunlight, this paint is just banging. That is loud. I like that. Okay, no matter how cool your car is, you get it in poop brown, I'm gonna call it a poop wagon. So, it's the fastest Scheisswagen ever made. So sad. One of my favorite shaped cars. Any of the 70s Stingrays. And it has original paint. You can tell by the splotchiness on the hood, which is very visible in the broad daylight. But it's fucking poop brown. Who the hell gets a brown fucking Corvette? And in the Porsche Pro section, because Porsche Spider, I wonder if it's real or a kit. Either way, very sweet. Well, I guess it's real. Yeah. That's what I would want. Hey Richie, here's your Cadillac that you fucking want. Twin turbo. Defeats the purpose of a Cadillac because it does not ride in comfort. Defeats the purpose of a sports car because it weighs 6,000 pounds. So it fails all around. But it's the type of car you like. Stupid. Especially when you saw the really old Cadillacs here and the nicer ones. more cars everywhere. Go outside, there's another parking lot just full of cars. All different types. They have a few cars on permanent display here. This one sits out here all year long, even in the winter, which is just kind of weird to see a classic, beautiful car like this still sitting outside with snow and ice on it. But, you know, if you think about it, it's what they were fucking made to do. Didn't have garages back then for everyone. There you go. Yeah. It's like someone's moving, huh? I think I saw this car in Grapes of Wrath. You know.
I said, this is worse than an airplane. Look at how low you are, and it's all black in there.
Alfa Romeo.
He's from,
Protect your headlights. What year is that? 71, it says. Again, it has that old car smell with a hint of mold. So you can always smell which ones are leakers. There we go. Nice. I will forgive this car for not having a tight rack, because look at the tiny, tiny ass window that you got to see out the back anyway. For a reckon, you wouldn't see anything. Little sign said it was bought new.
No, we're up the Iron River on the 27th of February. Okay.
Awesome. I'd get this. A Lincoln Continental. This is a Mark V, 79. It's one of the longest cars ever fucking made. I actually prefer the 76 Lincoln Continental to be better, somewhere around there, a little bit older than the 79, because then they have the freestanding tire on the back instead of the tire hump being part of the trunk. But for an interior and a car and a luxury, you can pick these up relatively inexpensive and throw 20 grand into it. I mean, it's got stuff that you don't see, like putting their logo on the side glass part. I can't really see if I'm filming that. That's awesome. Awesome. That's a car. Okay. One more for you. Here is the fact sheet. Pause it if you need to read it. I'm not going to spend much time on it because I am not a Cadillac freak. Although it looks like I'm turning out to be one, seeing I have to record everything. But look how tall this thing is, man. This thing's like 6'6" tall. The hood alone is higher than my chest. I mean, it's fucking huge. That's like a truck compared to a normal car. The normal cars. It's fucking huge. A terrible luggage rack. I want a better one. I'll show you the one that I want. Love me a tight rack.